Aries, so this is going to be your yours and theirs tarot reading. Let's look at what's going on with you. Again, reverse those energies as you see fit, more so with yours and theirs. So take it as it resonates, take what resonates, leave what does not. There you go. Also, kindly like, share, and subscribe my videos, show some engagement. That's how you add your energy to the collective, and I'm more prone to pick up on your energies if you subscribe, like, comment. Basically, don't be an island, all right? Show me Aries. It's a different sort of yours and theirs that I'm doing today. I'm sorry, the whole card was reversed. Your overall energy is the Nine of Cups, all right? The feelings for you is the Temperance, how you see them as the Empress, all right? And your future actions is the Nine of Wands. Why? Why are you blocking it? All right. Their overall energy is the Ten of Wands. Their feelings for you is the Three of Pentacles, okay? It's a bit different. How they see you as the Seven of Wands. So they do see you being a bit defensive, all right? And their future actions is Three of Wands, waiting on you or waiting on something else altogether. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that. The moon is connecting you both. So there's a lot of unknowns and misunderstandings between you two. And I think that's the core issue here between you two. Not that you guys don't want to be with each other. I think the difficulty is there for the both of you. There might have been a break here, break to feeling happy in each other's energies. No, this is your card, I feel. Nine of Wands again. Look at this. Nine of Wands to Three of Pentacles. I don't want friendship, probably. And that's why you might block them, because you see them as the Empress, which means they are your divine counterpart, divine match, You cannot go any beyond than an Empress as an ideal mate. You see, she's productive, she's loving, she's generous. So let's see. Let's see the Nine of Cups first. Show me the Nine of Cups. All right, I'll take it. Temperance again. You have a very consistent energy, my dear. I'm telling you. You have a very consistent energy. So there's healing here. You have been doing a lot of healing, trying to understand what makes you happy, what personally pleases you, what your emotional goals are, or what do they look like. Fairness, a lot of fairness and understanding your own sense of self-worth. You look really great. You're shining through, honey. Let me tell you. You're living your own life, feeling good about yourself. You've done a heck of a job to get here, to this point of understanding your self-worth, what's good for you, what's right for you, what's correct for you, spiritually too. I mean, the major arcanas have long-term implications. So if I allow this into my life, it should not just materially fulfill me, but also it should be spiritually correct for me. And it should be healing in nature. It should be peaceful. It should not, take away from my peace, take away from my balance systems, right? It should not destabilize me. Anything should not destabilize me. All right. It took you a long time to reach here. I mean, let's take a moment to appreciate where you have reached here. You are a Queen of Pentacles in and of your own right, and the Temperance and Justice is just perfect. You've been doing a lot of work here. You might have some strong Sagittarius in your chart, Libra too, Taurus, we have Pisces, might be dealing with one as well, so take it as it resonates. In your feelings, the Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, all right, Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Yep, there was a lot of fight between you and somebody else here. There was a lot of aggression and anger that you've been carrying within yourself, and you've been trying to heal through it. It's taking a long time. Seven of Pentacles can represent time. So whatever you had built up with this person, a person who you have a lot of memories with, they have a unique emotional imprint on you, and you do too on them. Even if they don't agree to it, it doesn't matter. You have memories built to each other, but there was a lot of anger and frustration between you two. There was a lot of resistance between you two, and you were like, you know what? I need to heal these things. I need to calm myself down. I need to temper myself. I feel like you're an Aries that doesn't like to lose its calm. You know, you don't like to lose your calm for anybody. And for some reason, this person was making you compete, probably for the love, or, you know, just making you feel like you have to fight for somebody's love. And it frustrated you because the results still did not show up as you expected it to be. The Empress is how you see this person. All right, let's see. How do you see this person? To say the least, you respect them a lot, you know. Seven of Swords, all right, Four of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Yep. They shied away from balancing up with you. They shied away from it. There's no better way to put it, but I feel like they silently, they did not. No, this is wrong because it goes against all of your principles that you've been living by: honesty, truth, fairness, justice principles, karma. You know, and whereas this person is like, you might have put forth some sort of communication or balancing up with each other, and they shied away from actively balancing it with you. You know, they shied away from actively giving you your equal because look at this, the scales are here as well in the Six of Pentacles card. So it's justice. It's just a minor version of justice, right? It's the real version, 3D version of justice card, which means somebody did not give you their fair share and they knew, which means they know that they did that to you. They did not balance up with you. It was never equal, it was never shared. And you see them like that. You see them that they avoid giving their best unless and until they really have to, you know? It's like buying things at cheaper costs. You see, I don't want to pay more unless and until I really do have to. That's a last resort that I go towards. Otherwise, I'll just pay for, yeah, that. It's like, you could have been important in my eyes. You had the potential, but what you did with it, what you did with, my vision of you, I can't help but now not think of you as an empress, somebody who's very empowered, somebody who knows her shit, somebody who knows what to do with her life, what to choose, what's right for her, what's not right for her, somebody who's generous too. It represents generosity. They were nothing like you, to say the least, let alone generous. Let's see the Nine of Wands. They're avoiding taking accountability for not balancing up with you, not giving you back your fair share, not justifying the scales. I feel like there's a strong sense of lack of accountability and lack of acknowledgement on their part and how they contributed to it. So, which means that they made you feel like they were correct, or that they probably stayed silent when you were fighting on with them, that, let's balance the scales out and things like that. And they were like, nah, I'm not going to talk, you know. Three of Pentacles, that's how you see them. That's how you're feeling, the person's feelings are for them. Nine of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Sun, the Nine of Pentacles. You're like, you know what? I'm going to block that shit out. I'm your friend. I'm sorry. I'm not your friend. There is no friendship between you and I. And again, that's true because if you have feelings for somebody romantic, let's say that they are not necessarily romantically inclined towards you, and that might be true as well, that they did not want to balance up with you or date you like that. They liked seeing you as a friend but not necessarily a dating partner. I understand that. It's okay. But they did not tell you that either. They shied away from actively telling you that because an empress is very no nonsense type of person. She's self-empowered, so she does not waste anybody's time here. So there were a lot of confusions. That's why the moon was the card connecting you both. A lot of unknowns, a lot of secrets, especially coming from their side. Because look at this, the Seven of Swords can also represent secrets. They were keeping their cards close to their chest. It's like hidden agendas, motives that you are not aware of, but you have a feeling like there's something wrong with this, right? So it looks to me like they told you that you're a friend to them, that they think of you or feel of you just as a friend. Can we just remain friends or friends with benefits? That loose sort of connectivity. Can we just go back to being friends? Things like that. Well, like, it's not gonna work for me, and you're blocking it. You're not even thinking about it. Like, it's off the table. Like, friendship is not even on the table for you. It's like, no, thank you very much. I'm gonna do me, and I'm happy being me. So thank you. And again, you are given this amount of energy that you are carrying. I feel like you have no problem being on yourself, man. You have no problem being on yourself, being by yourself, sorry. And you are actually happy in and of your own right. You're actually happy, and you understand what happiness principles are for you, what makes you happy, what makes your eyes shine, what makes you feel warm and loved and recognized, and things like that. You don't need their 2 cents to feel good, right? So you're like, you know what? I'm off to different shores. I am being independent. I don't have a problem with being independent. Good thing that we have closed this chapter out. Now I can just rest my mind and be good. Let's see the moon here. I'm curious about the moon. What's connecting you both? Page of Swords, a little bit of insight about the heart space, probably that somebody was leading you on, and it's like, I don't want to accept it. Somebody was leading the other person on. I mean, both knew that there was a chance of potential of heart space here, love, but somebody wanted to remain elusive, keep it, nice and closed out so that we just enjoy the moment, right? Go with the flow of things. And let's not talk about feelings. Let's not talk about where this is going, because then I'll have to commit to a certain direction. And I'm not sure if I'm willing to do it. I'm not sure if I'm willing to put my heart on the line. Somebody shied away from that, and it came on crashing disastrously back at them. You know, it's like they got thrown out of somebody else's heart space quite quickly because of their lack of insight and how they were leading. It's like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking was going to happen here? You were trying to lead or mislead somebody here in a particular direction, and while remaining very ignorant of things, blissfully unaware, because moon can represent ignorance too, and denial and lack of insight about somebody's heart space. Like somebody's heart was on the line and we knew it since the beginning, but we didn't want to admit it or look at it, because then we'll have to stand upright and speak to the truth, right? Clear it out, clear the confusion. That no, this is not like that. Please don't involve your heart with me since the beginning. And things might have been different, right? Let's see the Ten of Wands for this person. Ace of Swords. Okay, so now the tables have turned. All right, so they're manifesting you now. Isn't it funny? It's funny. So I think that's them, because the Ace of Swords, that's the truth that they were avoiding probably, and it weighs heavy on them, right? It weighs heavy on them. They're telling me that it's too difficult to talk to you. It's too difficult to have a conversation with you and speak to their truth about how what you mean to them. Now they see what you were seeing to begin with them, right? A soulmate connection, somebody who's special to them. And Six of Cups is very rare to come by, just so you know. You don't have so much soulmate connections in this lifetime. Yes, there are few, but there are not millions of people that you meet that are soul bonds. That's why they're special, that's why they're very unique, and that's why you can't get them pretty easily in a supermarket, right? So now they acknowledge the truth about you being special connection to them, you being more to them, you meaning more to them than they actually had thought of. Actually they didn't think of it, but then again, it's like after the fact, hindsight's 2020, and it's bearing heavy on them. It's very heavy sort of truth that sticks to their heart. Let's see the Three of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, Death. All right, Knight of Pentacles. I don't know why this is making me laugh. I'm sorry. I just don't mean to laugh at anybody's issues. Let's see the Seven of Wands as how they see you. They see you as somebody who's very defensive right now, and somebody who's blocked them probably. And even if not blocked them, but it simply means that you are on guard, that they can't seep into your heart space anymore like that. Oh yeah, they see you as being angry. I mean, good thing that they recognize that at least in you, because you've been working your ass off to probably clear that feeling of anger within them, within yourself, right? That frustration of why did you lead me on? Like you made me angry now, right? The Seven of Wands clarified by the Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Sun. So it's like they probably put forth an offer of Three of Pentacles, because we have it in here as well, the action that you'll take in the near future. And they see it coming crashing down on them. And they are forced to move on and accept the ending and move on, because they see you as blocking them out, leaving, like, peace out. I'm done. I'm being happy. Look at this. The sun is also there. So you have very consistent energy, and it's like you have a very straightforward energy, no nonsense type of energy. It's not like, internally there's something else going on, and externally you are showing, putting up a face here, putting up a brave face here. So Those two are very different things when it comes to you. So it looks really great to me. It's actually great. So which means that they see you as being angry and frustrated and leaving this behind and being happy. It's like they recognize that they probably upset you a lot, right? And physically made you feel abandoned, like you couldn't get anything from them. They probably physically deprived you, physically as well as materialistically. Materialistically does not necessarily mean finances, don't get me wrong. Materialistically means love, care, attention. Everything comes into that pentacle world. Anything that can be shown and expressed, anything that is tangible, right? In the 3D world, you can feel, you can touch, taste, see, smell, all the senses included. So they made you feel physically very deprived, and it made you angry. Like it was going on for such a long time. You were competing for feeling happy with this person. Like, can we just feel happy with each other? Can we just come in here and bask in each other's energy? Can we just look at each other and be like, yeah, we feel good? Can we just at least acknowledge that? They see that. They see that. They see you being happy and actively pursuing your own happiness. That does not concern them. Four of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So they are back to that Ace of Cups. Didn't I tell you this was that person? I told you. I never lie. All right. The Page of Wands, King of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I feel like this person might try to, tempt you in a way through messages a little bit. Three of Wands in the future actions, Four of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. They wish to God that you would come back, that your heart would do a 180 on them, that you would come back. And I feel like they will. They will take action towards you. They will express their heart space towards you in the near future. I feel like it's after all these shenanigans when you drop out their pentacle shit, that let's be friends type of things. When you leave it behind, you start being happy. You start enjoying your own sense of freedom and living in and of your own right, by your own choice, by your own design. I feel like it's further out. Their action is further out. It's not in the here and now. These things are here in the now. And this is basically very further out, stretched out in time. I feel like it's going to take a few months to say the least. They're going to come back because it's like they're waiting for you. They're waiting for something to happen here. But then they feel like waiting is doing nothing but psychological harm on them. Waiting is doing nothing but making them more upset, making them more emotionally lethargic, making them more emotionally unfulfilled, feeling that ho hum kind of energy. And that's when they're going to try to, express their heart space towards you, because it's like they're waiting on themselves to give themselves permission to speak to you, or probably get ready to speak to you, emotionally speaking, to put themselves out there. Because once you speak to those feelings, you have to own it, right? You have to be responsible for those words. It's not just, oh, I love you, and but your actions suggest otherwise. Then you don't mean it, right? So when you say something, you have to mean it. And that's why they're like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm unhappy without them. I'm unhappy because I don't have this person's love. I don't have this person's full cup that I was leading on to. I was leading them on, and now I don't have it. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? So they're expressing their feelings to you. I don't know where it goes from there, but at least, to say the least, they are expressing their heart space to you. And I feel like it touches your heart space in some way, shape, or form, their feelings. Probably that's why, because you waited for their feelings to come on through in this connection. Like some sort of acknowledgement would do, right? That's what you thought. Can we just at least acknowledge the relationship that we have? It's special, right? Am I crazy to think that this is a soul bond? No, you weren't, because they recognize it afterwards. So there you go. That's all I have for you, Aries. I hope this helped, and take care.